Hi, you feel like working out with me? Go ahead, grab your mat, and let's get started. My name's Gretchen. I'm founder of Balance to the Core. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell next to it to get notified whenever I have a new video because I'm here pretty much every week. Today, we're going to do a quick 15 to 20-minute routine. No props are needed. But I'm going to dive a little deep into your center. We're going to wake up some sleepy muscles around the hips so that you just feel good in the rest of your day. And you can take what you're learning on that mat to bring it into your everyday life so you just feel like you're a little bit more in control of your body. If you like finding your center or you're having a hard time finding your center, I have a 5-day Pilates challenge, which is all about diving deep into your center. But by the end of those 5 days, I want you initiating all your movement from your center. And you're going to notice in your everyday life how everything just becomes easier, less painful, and your body just gets a lot stronger faster. The link is in the description below, or you can head over to Balance to the Core for that information. And I look forward to seeing you there on the mat. All right, so you ready to get started? Let's get our mats out and do this. All right, so take a few breaths just to connect yourself to your mat. Use any props that you need for your back. You can hit that eye up there to watch some alignment videos that I have just to see if your spine is in alignment. And just getting that nice anchored pelvis. We're going to bring our feet together, legs together, and then just gently push your feet into your mat. Gently anchor the back of your pelvis down on the mat. And get those ribs and shoulder blades to just widen and anchor onto the mat. Your gaze is upright, looking straight up to the ceiling. Take your arms down by your sides now. Push your palms into the mat, your upper arms into the mat without losing the anchors that we just created along your body. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathing into that upper back. And exhale it down. On your next inhale, draw your right thigh up. And exhale as you release it down right where it started. Inhale the other leg up. And exhale down. Going from side to side, just really trying to keep that pelvis nice and stable and your upper body nice and stable as you move your legs. Now let's try both legs. So I want you to squeeze those thighs together. Let those heels lift on an inhale. Start to exhale and exhale as you hover your toes above the mat. Take another breath in here. Make sure you're not arching through your spine. You're staying nice and stable. And then on your next inhale from your center, start to pull those thighs into your chest. Go ahead, give them a little hug here as you rock back and forth. Bringing those legs up to a tabletop position, anchoring those arms on your inhale. Let those legs press away a little bit. Exhale as you bring them back in. And you're moving those legs without letting the back arch. You're anchoring the arms and the upper body. 2 more times. Squeeze those thighs together. And then with control, we're going to take those feet all the way down to the mat. You're not going to let that back arch or the abs pooch, and gently place them down on the mat. Bring those feet about a fist distance apart, and then let them come in a little bit towards your seat. And then as you push your feet into the mat, draw your heels to your seat to your heels. We're going to start to roll that pelvis towards you and continue to lift it up, pushing long through the tail as you feel length in your spine. And then we're going to roll it down as you pull that waistband back and articulate your spine down onto the mat. And we go again. We roll the pelvis towards us, and then we lift as we keep reaching that tailbone away through our knees, and then continue to roll it down. Those arms stay anchored the entire time. We'll do this one more time. Roll it on up. And then just roll it on down. Grab one thigh, help yourself up as you lift up for our half rollbacks. Grab underneath those knees. And we're just going to pull that waistband back on an inhale. Keep those legs pulling together. Exhale as you dive it. Two more times. You're just going to get a little bit further, maybe towards your low back a little bit. Lift your body up and over. And one more time. And now we're going to take it all the way down. Just slowly make your way down to a lying down position. And then pull your legs into you from your center as you click those heels together. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let your body flex up, reaching through those fingertips. Close those fingertips. Nice strong fingertips as you pump. Breathe in and breathe it out. Breathe in and out. And you just have 3 more breaths. And 2. Hug those thighs towards your ears towards those thighs. One more time. And then just go ahead and pull those thighs in towards your armpits. Let that left leg go down on the mat. Your right is going to reach up to the sky and just give it a little stretch. Spin your ankle one way and then spin it the other. And then just hold it. And I want you to flex your foot and really reach your heel up to the ceiling. Make sure your foot is nice and square to the ceiling and then reach it away. So you're going to pull the top of the foot towards you and then push the top of the foot away from you. So I'm saying that cue because I don't want it just to come from your toes. We are pushing through the ball of the foot, pull the ball of the foot towards you. So it's more of an ankle work, ankle reach. One more time. And then just kind of reach through the ball of the foot a little bit. Let those toes be gentle. And as you pull your thigh towards you, you're using kind of your arms on your back. I want you to also press your hamstring against your hands. So you have your hands sort of pulling in, you have the leg pressing out, and hopefully that's igniting some muscles around your hips and pelvis. And then pull in, and then press away. Pull in, press away. One more time. Pull it in, feeling the stretch and feeling that strength. Hold right there as you anchor your arms to your sides. And I want you to really reach this leg from your abs. Can you feel that connection? You can keep your bottom leg bent, or if you'd like to straighten it, anchor the heel down on your mat. You're going to give me 3 circles each way. Keep breathing, 3 the other way. Everything's nice and stable. And go ahead, bend that thigh right on in towards your chest. We're going to take that thigh over as you keep your chest open towards the ceiling. Nice deep breath here as you breathe into your ribs. Keep gazing up to the ceiling. Oh, you can make it audible if you want. And then we're going to come back and you're going to bend your bottom leg as you cross your ankle over that thigh and give it a little press away. Hips should be nice and square right now. And if you'd like a deeper stretch, go ahead and pull your left thigh in towards you and just kind of feeling yourself pull. You're going to take your weight over to the left just a smidge as you hug that thigh and maybe a little bit more. Uncross your right leg, place that foot down on the mat, push it into the mat so we can anchor that and feel the back of the leg working. Stretch this leg up and then circle your ankle one way and circle the other. Good. Hold right here. And then I just want you to keep that leg as straight as possible as you point. You're pressing through the ball of the foot and then you flex and you're pulling the top of the foot towards your ankle. Push away and pull in. Reach and pull and reach and pull. And that should feel like ankle work. Good. And then just push it away. And then you're feeling yourself pull in that thigh as you press it away at the same time. And can you feel sort of your seat muscles, your hip muscles? Keep pressing this opposite leg down into the mat too. So I want you to push that leg in and then push it away. Pull, keep those arms on your back And then use your hip muscles to push that leg away. Feel your hamstring, your booty, your outer, your inner thighs. Really kind of waking up those muscles, and then release, taking your arms down by your sides. Stretch that leg nice and long. Feel it come from your center. This leg can be straight, it can be bent, whatever feels right for you. Circle your leg 3 times without letting the rest of your body move. And then we circle the other way. Go ahead, hug that thigh right on into your chest. And we're going to give it a little crossover as you keep your chest open to the ceiling. A nice deep breath into the ribs. Come back to center, cross that ankle over your right thigh, bend your right thigh in, and just kind of push that thigh away. And then we're going to hug our right thigh on in towards our chest, interlace the fingers as you pull in. You're going to take your weight over to the right side a little bit and just hug that in a little bit more. And then pull both thighs right into the armpits. Settle the legs down as wide as your mat. You're going to take your pelvis and you're going to tilt it over to the left. And as you do that, your right thigh is going to press down towards the floor as it simultaneously reaches away. So you have this press down and this reach. Come back to center, pull that pelvis right to square, and then take the pelvis the other way. So one hip bone goes down as the other hip bone goes over. And when that happens, your left thigh reaches and presses down. So we initiate the movement from the pelvis, and then the thighs get that stretch. Reach. Arms can be wide, your chest stays open, your gaze stays right up to the ceiling. Take this at whatever speed really works for you. And come back to center. Go ahead, grab those thighs. Come on up, and we're going to hug those thighs right on into our chest. Heels are together, elbows are wide. And I just want you to rock back about an inch and then come back an inch. And when you do this, try not to shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Try not to let the feet pull away from you. Keep the heels reaching to the seat. Keep the seat reaching to the heels. If you'd like to go back for 3, feel free, or just do those little motions. Elbows wide. And then lower those feet. Lie down back onto your mat. Lift your hips up, and you're going to take your hands like a little triangle underneath your hips as you hug those thighs right on into your chest using your center. All right, let's go ahead and stretch those legs up to the ceiling. Bring it back in. And 2 more. Push. And really use your center here and push. And if that feels good, you want a little bit more of a challenge, then push the legs away from your center. 2 more times. Now, if you like working this and you're having a fun finding your center, come join me on that 5-day Pilates challenge. If you can't feel your center, then this challenge will be perfect for you. If you do feel your center, come feel it more with this 5-day intensive finding your center. All right, so just kind of let it scooch back and forth here, a little stretch. Come on up. We're just going to do one little spine stretch forward here. So get your legs into a V, sit up nice and tall, push your heels down, your hips down, sit tall. Inhale here. Exhale as you round it up and over your thighs. Roll it up as you anchor those hips. 2 more. For 2. And 1 more. And roll it on up. Good. Spin it around. We're going to go to hands and knees here. So I want you to take your hands right underneath your shoulders, your knees right underneath your hips. And feel your fingertips get nice and wide, pushing into the fingertips. I did a little push-up series here on how to kind of align for the push-up. So if you want to check that out, check out that video up in the corner there. So we talk about how to handle the fingers, the arms on the back. All I want you to do is bend your elbows so your elbows go towards the back of the room, and then you push back up. And as you do this, feel your fingertips sort of grip that mat a little bit. Feel the arms on your back. And you have 1 more. And then take your right arm, reach it away from you, bring it back down. Left arm, reach away. And let's just sort of march those arms without letting your body move from side to side. You want to stay really square here. One more each side. And then the next one, you're going to keep that right arm up. And as your right arm reaches up, your left leg reaches. And bring it back down, switch. And again, we want to try not to shift side to side. Reach and reach. One more each side. Good job. And then just go ahead, sit it on back for a little stretch here. Roll it up through the spine, come up onto your knees. You're going to take your left, or let's do our right leg. We're going to take our right leg, and we're just going to get two 90-degree angles at your knees. And then I want you to feel as if you're pushing your tailbone down towards the floor, and you're just going to rock yourself forward and back, forward and back. And then hold it forward. And as you keep reaching that tailbone down, start to walk your right foot in front of you a little bit more. So we come into a little bit more of a hip extension. Bringing your arms up toward the ceiling. As you reach those arms will start to press back behind you, and they're going to help extend your spine. And then we bring it back down. Bring your right hand right behind your low back as you give yourself a little twist here. Come back to center. Take both hands right in your instep. And then shift your weight back as you flex that front foot. Make sure this foot is square. It's not sickling or turning either way. Square it as you reach long through your tail. All right, so we're going to keep the legs kind of this distance from each other as we just spin it. Excuse me here. So now you have your hands shoulder distant apart, okay? And you're pressing long through this leg that's long. That's your right leg. And I want you to shoot your tailbone away from you. And all you're going to do is keep shooting the tail away as you shift your weight back and forward and back and forward. One more time, take it back and forward, bringing your body up into this side flexion. Taking your arm up, and we'll stretch it over towards that straight leg. Good. And then we take it the other way. Use this hand as a kickstand as it comes down, and you reach your leg up. Tap down, lift up for 3. For 2, hold it up there on 1. Give me 3 circles, one direction. Really trying to keep your shape here, keeping this hip over your knee. 3 circles. Good. Drop it down. Spin your leg or your pivot turn once again. So now we have this right leg back behind us. Your fingertips are nice and wide. And I want you to lift your leg up. Feel as if you're pulling up from the inner thigh. So I'm going to really spin that inner thigh up to the ceiling. As you stretch that leg longer from your seat and your abs, we're going to tap down for 3 and lift. 2, hold it up there on 1 and give me 3 little pulses. 3, 2, we're going to go back into some elbow bends, and that leg's going to reach up to the sky, and we push up. 2 more. 2, 1 more. And then just release that leg down. Sit it back for a little bit of a stretch. Roll it up so we're on our knees again. Left leg comes forward, 2 90-degree angles. So we're just going to tuck or like really reach our tail down as we shimmy forward a little bit. Give me 2 more of those. I'm just going to scoot back a little bit. Scoot, scoot, scoot. And then one more time, as we reach that tail longer, you're going to start to scoot that foot forward more and find more of a hip extension. Reaching the arms on your back, they reach up. Start to press those arms behind you and let they guide the chest open as we bring it back down towards the mat. Left hand goes behind low back as you turn for a little twist. And then come to center as it comes into the instep. Feel that nice release of the hip. And now we're going to scoot back, flex that front foot, heel stays down, and reach long through your tail. Get that foot nice and square. Lengthen your spine. And then we're going to pivot, turn it. So the knee and the heel stay where they are. We just turn it a little bit. Hands go in between your shoulders or right in shoulder alignment. Reach long through the tail as we sink back and forward. Keeping that spine nice and long. It doesn't change its shape at all. One more time. Good. And we come on up, reaching your right arm up towards the ceiling. Give it a nice side flexion. And that arm's going to be a kickstand now as we take it over and lift our leg. 3. Keep this hip over your knee. 2. Hold it up there on 1. Give me 3 circles each way. 3, 2, and 1. Circle the other way. 3, and 2, and 1. Drop it down, pivot, turn once again, 3 lifts. Really finding your inner thigh turning up to the ceiling. I want you to really feel what parallel feels like. Widen your fingertips, push into the fingertips one more time. Lift, and then 3 little pulses. 3, 2, 1. Hold right here. We did our push-ups on this side already, so we're just going to drop our knee back and sit it back for a little bit of a stretch. Come back to all fours. Once again, as you take one leg back, the other leg back, squeeze those heels together. Really push into the balls of the feet, push into your fingertips. Find those arms on your back, and we're going to shift it forward and back for 3, and 2, and 1. Curl those ribs up. Pull those ribs up so the chin comes towards the chest. Keep pulling those ribs up as you walk your body back to your feet. Keep those heels together. Keep the hips together as you roll it on up through the spine, circling those arms around. Interlace those fingers behind your head. Push your head in your hands in your head. Give me 3 heel lifts for 2, for 1, and release it down. Good job. How do you feel? Quick little routine there for you. We just kind of woke up some muscles. Hopefully you feel your center, you feel all of those amazing muscles that just help keep you stronger throughout the day. If you like this workout and you want more of them, come join my 5 days of Pilates. It's all about finding your center. We want to take your body back, get control of your body once and for all, so that you can get to all those activities you love to do without the pain, without the stiffness, and we want to age with some strength and some suppleness, and Pilates is the best way to do that. So thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you next time on the mat. Take care.